Today on Close Up, are you afraid of having your iPad, laptop, or smartphone stolen? We will tell you how to keep them safe.
And what you can do to cut down on the cost of your electricity bill.
Coming up next, what do Winthrop Athletics, Rock Hill Schools, and backpacks have in common? Come back to find out.
From the Department of Mass Communication at Winthrop University, you're watching Winthrop Close Up.
Welcome to Winthrop Close Up. I'm Stephanie Harris.
And I'm Harrison Garvin. Winthrop Athletics and local Rock Hill elementary schools have decided to give back to the community. Reporter Jerryon Manning tells us more.
Encouraging children to make it to college, all the while showing them how to give back. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Back the Pack is a program through the Rock Hill School District that feeds identified undernourished children on the weekends, provides them discrete packages of food over the weekends so that they can come to school on Monday ready to learn.
The program lasts through the school year, but once annually, the Winthrop University Athletics Department gets involved in giving back.
Well, Back to Pack, we're members of the soccer team and we do charities and community service for the people of Rock Hill.
I organized Back to the Pack with Winthrop Basketball. This is our third year. We've put about $20,000 back into Back to the Pack and Rock Hill schools through this community-sponsored event.
Back the Pack organizes with Winthrop University to put on an event once a year that encourages Rock Hill schools to come out to support the team. And if they bring a food item with them, then that mission will be free.
Well, all elementary schools in Rock Hill have the opportunity to come to Back to Pack and participate.
The program aims to provide students with food that can easily be prepared for those that have parents that work odd shifts over the weekend.
All items today that were brought by anyone coming is eventually going to go into a bag for a student to take home. And so number one, that's a huge win for our kids.
I think it's really important to know that we are making a difference in the lives of these kids by not only helping feed them and showing them a great basketball game, but setting forth a vision that they too could be a Winthrop student one day.
Jerryon Manning, Winthrop Close Up.
For more information, you can visit rhsdfoundation.org/backthepack.
Does taking courses in another country interest you? If so, your chance to study abroad is here. Representatives from study abroad agencies visit campus each semester in hopes of helping students go abroad. One student who recently studied in England recommends everyone take advantage of the opportunity.
People that I met and the experiences that I had, I will never forget them. There's so much the world has to offer, and I would recommend to anyone to just try and get as much of it as they can.
If you miss the Study Abroad Fair, visit the International Center in Dinkins 218.
Finding your religion is important as you grow, and Winthrop is just the place. While some students renew their faith, others explore what different ways of living. Alexandra Savage reports.
Winthrop University promotes tolerance and helps students of all faiths come together, although their experiences while in college may open their minds to seeking new religious options.
It's non-denominational, so we don't have all those rules and those stigmas that you have to follow. Most of the children here come from Winthrop, and when they get here, they're free. And I guess that's why we title Freedom.
Through life, we have many challenges, and for me, I lost my mother at a young age and went through some abusive relationships. And I can say it was through praying and people saying, always pray to God, and then I feel like why my prayers aren't being heard.
Although the original religion may differ from where students end up, the decision on religion consistently reflects students' experiences throughout their 4 years.
I pretty much believe that your whole college experience shapes what, I wouldn't say necessarily religion, but your spiritual belief, because I believe it's to each its own. You have to pick a religion that's based off either what you're going through or what's going to make you a better person. And for me, it just happened to shape my experience from Christianity to Islam.
For Sharice Ishman, experiences with a friend drew her closer to her beliefs.
As we became friends, I found out about her faith, and she really told me how her faith has really carried her through this time and this transition. And seeing her grow closer to God has really influenced me to grow closer to God.
And who knows, maybe the more I go through life, I may change and be something else. But that's all about life, is growing and asking questions and searching for the truth for yourself.
Here at Winthrop, students have the freedom to choose. As they explore their faith, many gain strength. Alexandria Savage, Winthrop Close Up.
Coming up, find out how Anthony DiGiorgio went from university president to traveling artist.
Also, U.S. government is planning to provide a nationwide benefit for same-sex couples.
Do you want to learn how to keep your laptop, iPad, and smartphone safe from thieves on campus? Tune in to find out.
Time now to check on the stories making national news.
Cameron Powell joins us from the Winthrop Close Up News Center.
Welcome to the News Center. I'm Cameron Powell. The U.S. government has expanded benefits for same-sex marriages. The new policies are focused on federal benefits, including spousal rights concerning bankruptcies, prison visits, refusing to testify against a spouse in court, and survivor benefits for the widows and widowers of police officers and firefighters killed on the job. The new rules will even apply in the 34 states where same-sex marriage is not recognized by the state government. The Wall Street Journal reports that by the end of next year, there will be a new ritual in the checkout line. You'll swipe your card into a card reader, enter in a PIN number, then go. No signature required. The new cards will be embedded with a microchip with security data that experts say will be harder to hack. Visa and MasterCard have already announced that they'll make the switch by October of 2015. Testimony continues in the trial of a man accused of murdering a teenager. Prosecutors say Michael Dunn opened fire into a SUV full of teenagers at a gas station after arguing with them over loud music. Dunn's fiancée testified that she and Dunn stopped at the gas station because she wanted wine. While inside the store, she heard pop sounds and later found out it was gunshots fired by her fiancé. If convicted, Dunn faces life in prison without parole. Officials from West Virginia and a water company are set to answer tough questions about the chemical leak that left hundreds of thousands in the state unable to use water. The House Transportation Committee will hold a hearing in Charleston to examine surrounding circumstances and the response to the leak. Representatives from the CDC and Freedom Industries, the company whose tank leaked, will not be there. Back to you, Harrison.
Thank you, Cameron. Winthrop University's 9th president is still in the limelight. After leaving office last summer, reporter Daisy Burrows discovered why Anthony DiGiorgio is the center of attention.
Passion. That's the voice of Winthrop University's 9th president, Anthony DiGiorgio, as he revealed his new art display at the Center for the Arts in downtown Rock Hill.
I think it's absolutely amazing. This is quite an exhibit. A lot of pieces, a lot of beauty, a lot of creativity. It represents a lot of travel.
The Center for the Arts is featuring dozens of pieces from DiGiorgio's Travels and Flights of Fancy collection. One Winthrop alumnus says she's impressed.
It is photography, believe it or not, but he manipulates it in such a way that it looks like paintings, and it's really cool to see.
Anthony DiGiorgio is receiving a lot of support from community leaders. One may wonder how his wife Gail is supporting him as well.
I think Gail is very supportive of his interest in this. I think it's an outstanding hobby for him to have and a way for him to express himself.
Gail has always been supportive. Support has been really very, very important in terms of being able to go from being a hobbyist to not blanching any longer when somebody says, how does it feel to be an artist?
DiGiorgio's collection is one for all ages, and Lancaster encourages fellow community members, Winthrop alum, and current Winthrop students to check it out.
It's just really cool to see him go out into the community and to see how much our community respects him as an artist.
Creativity and support are proving to be key ingredients in DiGiorgio's artistic success. Daisy Burrows for Winthrop Close Up.
Along with the new president comes new plans for Winthrop's future. Jerry-On Manning has more on some things that President Comstock has in store.
Winthrop University is big enough to be diverse, but small enough for students and professors to build great relationships.
Yes, part of President Comstock's vision for the university is growth. We feel like we have the capacity to grow by approximately 1,000 new students.
Students' opinions on the change range from worry to anticipation.
I feel like increasing enrollment is a great idea. I think Winthrop needs more people, and with more people, I think a lot of new opportunities can open up.
Though nothing is set in stone, plans are in place that the university says may be able to help them to accommodate for the larger student body. We think that there are some opportunities as part of that initiative to help Winthrop University possibly increase our residential on-campus capacity.
Nothing is officially on the table, but if changes are made, the university promises to keep students in mind.
And the main thing that's also important to know is that we do not want to compromise in any way the student experience.
Let's hope that whatever the future brings, it'll benefit both the school and its students. This is Jerry Manning reporting for Winthrop Close Up.
Coming up, what are some simple ways to cut back on using your electricity?
We will give you some tips on how to save some extra money.
Find out how one local floral shop is preparing for the Valentine's Day rush.
With electricity prices on the rise, it seems everybody is trying to find ways to cut back. Electricity is expensive and prices are continuing to go up. By doing simple things like cutting off lights when you leave the room, limiting use of the air conditioner, and turning the heat down during the winter can cut your electric bill drastically.
Due to my electricity bill being so high, it's kind of hard for me to go out and have fun with my friends and do other stuff for the simple fact that I have to think about saving money to make sure all my bills are paid and caught up on time.
Many devices still consume energy when they remain plugged in but turned off. These devices can take up to a month's worth of electricity from your home each year.
Theft is increasing with laptops, tablets,
and cell phones. Chris Gaitan shows us how to keep our technology safe.
These days, a pricey laptop, smartphone, and tablet are essential tools for a student's success. According to the FBI, every 53 seconds a laptop is stolen, and only 3% of the stolen laptops will be returned to their owners. You can protect your smartphone by using certain apps.
So there are three things you should look at. First is the app. Does the app allow you to locate your device? The next thing you have to look at is the ability to lock it down. The third thing is to make sure they can remotely wipe the information on the device.
Lookout Security and Antivirus is the most popular security app for Android devices, and Find My iPhone is the most popular for Apple products. Police promote a free program called Operation Claw to prevent theft. CLAW is an acronym for Computer or Laptop Anti-Theft Watch.
When the time comes and it's stolen, you can come to us and say, hey, my device has been stolen. We'll log into the system and you'll log into your device with your specific email and password that you created when you downloaded it, and we can actually then start tracking it.
So far, Operation Claw has been very successful, and even led campus police to retrieve the laptop belonging to one of the athletic coaches. It's great to see that Winthrop University Police Department are making a huge effort to keeping students' personal technology safe. Chris Gaitan, Winthrop Close Up.
Today may be your chance to save someone's life. The American Red Cross encourages you to give blood. According to the Red Cross, more than 41,000 blood donations are needed every day. Donating a pint of blood takes between 5 and 10 minutes for the average adult. One first-time donor tells us how he plans to take on the needle.
But I'm going to go into it with a positive mind. You know, like I said, I'm going to trust them, and then I'm looking forward to the snacks after.
With such a high demand for donations, you could be a hero to someone in need for more blood. For more information, visit www.redcrossblood.org.
Glue-on lashes, high heels, and sequins will show you how one Winthrop pageant winner who is making history.
Also, how one local floral shop plans to keep love in the air this Valentine's Day.
Welcome to Arts and Entertainment. I'm Daisy Burrows. Senior dance major Lustra Miller is making history. Alexandria Savage tells us how this beauty queen continues to balance her schoolwork and her duties.
Spartanburg resident Lustra Miller recently won the title of Miss Spartanburg. She is the first woman of African American descent to do so. but she says this is just the beginning.
Well, Miss South Carolina pageant is in June, and it's June 28th, and so hopefully, if all goes well, if I win the Miss South Carolina pageant, then I'll go on to the Miss America pageant, which is in September. But you know, if not, you always got to have a backup plan.
I've definitely seen a huge improvement in her work and her work ethic and her dance and performance and everything. I'm really, really proud of her for being the first Black Miss Spartanburg. And I know that she's going to do wonderful things in the future.
Lustra is making history, but that's not the hard part, she says. The balancing act is the worst. Luckily, she has wonderful people surrounding her to depend on.
I have two parents that are both history makers. My father was the first African-American athlete to attend Presbyterian College. My mom's the first African-American woman in the upstate to own her own dance studio. So in a way, I kind of feel slack because I'm kind of like, oh, I got some big shoes to fill. But I just doing what I like to do and just trying to make myself happy in the long run.
Luckily for Lustra, she has her Wu family also. Alexandria Savage reporting for Winthrop Close Up.
We wish the best for Lustra on her journey to Miss South Carolina. Valentine's Day has passed, but the celebration of women continues. A new Valentine's Day celebration is celebrating women empowerment through an interesting body part. Reporter Melissa Nobles tells us more.
It raises awareness about women and how we're treated and how we should be treated, and it also raises awareness globally. Because we only think about our Winthrop community, so it's nice to present something that makes you think outside of Winthrop.
My vagina is angry. Oh, it is. It is pissed off.
Every year, hundreds and thousands of performances of the vagina monologues take place in hopes of ending violence against women.
I think that it's something good to do every year to bring awareness to women.
The vagina monologues not only brought awareness, it also raised money for Rock Hill's local women's shelter, Safe Passage.
Hopefully it'll just make people aware of what happens in the media, aware of what happens in other countries. Show that women are in jeopardy all over the world, and it's so important that we not only become aware of it, but we aim to stop it.
This play not only celebrates women, but aims to protect women, and awareness is the first step. Melissa Nobles, Winthrop Close Up.
If you're interested in learning more about the vagina monologues, contact Winthrop's Victims Assistance Office. Valentine's Day didn't have to end last week. I went to a local floral shop who plans on turning one day into a season of love.
A little hectic, a little crazy. We're getting ready to get all flowers in.
This is Suzanne Ashworth's 8th Valentine's Day at Cindy's Flower Shop. Ashworth says that she hopes customers enjoy their arrangements.
We have a lot of customers that come in on a regular basis, and we'll see a lot of new ones for Valentine's, but it's always a good experience.
Customer service at Miss Cindy's gets an A+ according to one repeat customer.
I trust her because most of the time I forget things and she knows just what to do.
2014 marks 30 years of business for Cindy's Flower Shop. Owner Cindy serves Rock Hill, Fort Mill, Tigaclay, and York.
They're very experienced in what they do, very talented. I just feel very safe in her hands and know that it's going to be beautiful when my family gets it.
Cindy's is one of 4 floral shops in our area. Plan ahead and place your orders before the Valentine's Day rush.
That's all we have for arts and entertainment. If you have any juicy entertainment news, send it over to Winthrop Close Up at winthrop.edu.
Thank you, Daisy. With spring approaching, dance students are preparing to hit the stage. I went to get a preview of their upcoming performance. A trio of performing arts majors are lacing up their dancing shoes as they prepare for this year's spring recital. Lindsay, describe how this piece is different from the others.
I'm in Emily Molinari's piece. It's about obsession. There's one other dancer and I'm obsessed with her. I want to be her and everything about her I love.
After weeks of anticipation, these 3 ladies say they're ready for the big show.
We practice 10 weeks leading up to the show for about an hour and 15 minutes every week. And I'm really excited because I love to perform.
Choreographer Emily tells us what being obsessed is all about.
I have 2 dancers. It's a duet. The two dancers have an encounter, and one just becomes infatuated with the other and becomes obsessed with her, and by the end of the piece, she literally transforms into her.
These three ladies have a long road ahead of them before the curtains open, but they are really excited for the performance. These ladies have their work cut out for them as they learn their routine. We look forward to seeing this performance.
If you have any story ideas, you can send them at the email on your screen.
Or tweet us at Winthrop Close Up. We'll see you next week on Winthrop Close Up.